The Ellenbrook area of Hatfield. A quarry is being planned here, a quarry that could endanger Hatfield's water supply and your health.
Here we are in Ellenbrook Fields, a beautiful area of Hatfield in my division. You may well have come here to walk your dog or to take part in the park run on a Saturday morning. It's a great area, a place set aside for our health and well-being, a place where we in the future want it to become Ellenbrook Country Park. But it is in danger at the moment. A quarry has been proposed here. And we need your help, we need your action, and we need your voice. This is the story as to why the quarry should not be built.
The story starts at a chemical plant in Sandridge, miles away and nearly 40 years ago from the problem of the quarry today. Here is the chemical factory, and the green area, the flow of natural underground water towards Hatfield. And the problem? The factory site, still leaking highly dangerous bromate and bromide chemicals in that water. A plume flowing to Hatfield, naturally underground, through the gravel and chalk. Since 2008, the water quality has been monitored, and from the plume of pollution, the bromate extracted and removed from the water, using Bishop's Rise pumping station near Hatfield. The water is not used for drinking, but poured away, now quite safe, into the sewer system. But the bromate is not being removed quickly enough. Notice those monitor stations, the blue squares, all over the red area. Yes, you've guessed it, the proposed quarry site. A quarry next to, the experts believe, the most severe example of pollution in Europe. Margaret Eames takes up part 2 of the story.
So one part of this story is the contamination going on underground. But the second part of the story is what is happening here on the surface. The pollution is being dealt with at the moment, and I need to assure people public health wise this is not a cause for concern at the moment. The Water Authority is dealing with the bromate currently, but it is a threat in the future if quarrying takes place.
The threat comes from a flow of that contaminated water into the quarry workings. Why hasn't it happened already? Experts believe, by a twist of fate, there is a chalk bank, an underground ridge, holding back and pushing the water eastward. All is fine until the digging starts. A simple cross-section of the quarry site shows how the problem might happen. The surface, an upper area of sand and gravel, the UMH, a band of clay, the interburden, another layer of sand and gravel, but very important, it is waterlogged with pure water from the chalk below. The planning proposal is for permission to dig out the top layer of sand and gravel above the clay first, but it's shallow, so not much return on the investment there. So the aim is to dig through the protective clay to get to the really profitable quantity of gravel below. The chalk ridge holding back the plume of pollution from the north. This is where the trouble starts. Water is under pressure, and the plume has enough pressure to break up and dissolve the chalk bank. Take something out of a water table, and the water flows into the empty area. The danger is that the bromate is sucked into the quarry site workings. Once it starts, the water pressure pushes the water south into the pure water extraction boreholes to the south and the west.
Here we are at the other end of Ellenbrook Fields. This is Astwick Manor on Cooper's Green Lane. And all the beautiful fields behind me are Ellenbrook Fields that were to be Ellenbrook Country Park. They are to be Ellenbrook Country Park. But you've heard of the danger that the quarry poses in contaminating our water supply. So that is one danger and why the quarry is on hold. Unfortunately, the Water Authority have now raised an objection to the quarry. So we're on the winning road at the moment for that.
Property developer, who is meant to be landscaping the country park, has just put in a proposal for building 1,100 houses on this same land instead of your country park.
Now we need you to raise a voice as to why that should not happen. It's on the Hat 2, the site that's in the local plan, but it isn't a preferential site at the moment under Welwyn Hatfield Borough Council, because they know it should be the country park. But we need you all to raise a voice, both in Ellenbrook Residents Association, in Salisbury Village, in Hatfield Garden Village and in Aswick Manor, all the residents around this country park that would benefit from this park, to raise a voice to say we do not need this overdevelopment in Hatfield.